Hi guys, my name is Joanne. I'm an expert attendant, and today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 important travel tips so that you're prepared and you don't have any mishaps happening on your European summer. Okay, now come closer, get a pen and paper and write these things down. If you do have a friend that is planning a trip somewhere, share this video with them and let's get into it. Good morning, good morning. Traveling is amazing, but it's also a masterclass in chaos. But fear not, I have all the travel tips for you. Number one is travel insurance. I know you think, oh, that's a waste of money, but no. You may love travel, but chaos loves you, okay? Travel insurance might feel like unnecessary expense, but it's until you miss your flight, you lose your luggage that you realize that travel insurance is actually important. Till the camel steps on you, so please get it. Future you will thank you. Don't try to be cheap. Number two, make a copy of all your important travel documents, okay? Is it make a copy of your passport, make a copy of your ID, make a copy of your driver's license, national ID, make a copy of all that, because when you're in Europe and they pickpocket your wallet that had everything, how are you going to get out of that country? Keep the stuff with you at all times or put them in a safe. Some hotels do have safe boxes. If they don't, just keep the stuff on you all the time. Like, don't leave your stuff behind. Okay. Number three is eSIM. Get an eSIM. I used to like this one. We're in a digital age where Wi-Fi is life. No one wants to be the tourist asking strangers for directions. In your broken Spanish, there are also some maps that you can download that do not need internet, like offline maps. You can download those as well so that you're not asking, excuse me, where is the coffee shop? Excuse me. An eSIM will save you from relying on questionable cafe Wi-Fi or paying almost like 30 euros for an international call. You don't want to be going through that. So get an eSIM. Okay. Number four is bronchi kit. This one they used to make us carry it in when I was a flight attendant, and that thing is a literal lifesaver. It has safety pins, band-aid, painkillers, maybe a chocolate bar, for emergencies, obviously. That little pouch was honestly amazing. It has everything that you need at any given time, at any point in time. Because that one time you don't pack needle and thread is when your button decides to fly off your pants. You don't want that to happen to you. Number five is a power bank and an international power adapter. I don't know if you've seen those things. It's like a box that reduces the voltage, because the voltage in the US is not the same voltage as like the UK or Germany or Australia. You can get it on Amazon for like $30. It's not really expensive. Your phone is your lifeline for Google Maps, for translation, or for reservations, because you really need your phone for anything and everything at this point. Having a power bank will save you to be that person that is sitting on the floor in the middle of the airport just to get to a charging spot. Go to part two. This is part two of travel tips from an ex-flight attendant. Hi guys, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Joanne. I'm here to give you guys the travel tips, how to get visas, and what you can't take to different countries. So if that is something that you'd be interested in, please hit the subscribe button and let's grow this family. I love you guys. Let's get into it. Number six, ask the locals, but don't overdo it, okay? It's nice to see where the locals are going, where do the locals hang, where do they eat, especially the food. When it comes to the food, the locals would know where the good stuff is for the good price. Because as a tourist, you're going to look up what you're seeing on Instagram, but that is not where the locals are eating. Chatting with locals like Uber drivers is how you're going to find some really good gems. But read the room. When he starts saying, oh, there is a side hustle here, get in my cousin's car, abort mission. Abort, get out of there immediately. Because safety is more important than that hidden gem. Number seven, pack light. Okay, I know I like to have basically my whole house and move it with me on my vacation, but souvenirs exist. Ever heard of shopping? When you get there and you want to buy some stuff and you have nowhere to put it because you overpacked your suitcase coming in, and now going out you really have no space for anything, is when you're going to realize that maybe you won't wear those 15 outfits for a weekend trip. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you will buy more things than you planned for. We've all been there. Pack like a minimalist and live with a questionable amount of souvenirs. I know I made a video about not buying souvenirs, but I'm not going to stop you. Who is going to stop you? So leave room for those questionable souvenirs. The shot glasses, the fridge magnets. Number 8, Research your destination. Google is free. Chat GBT is free. If they don't speak English, learn a little bit of ni hao, shukran. Like, learn how to say hi, learn how to say thank you, learn how to say zaijian, goodbye, learn how to say guten morgen. You don't have to be a master in the language. You don't have to be the best Mandarin speaker, but effort. As soon as the locals see that you're putting in some effort, they will be more willing to help you because they're like, she's struggling, but she's trying. You don't want to be the tourist yelling slowly at a native person of that country because they don't understand English. Like, where is the coffee shop? Just because you said it slower and louder does not mean they're going to understand. So stop being lazy and learn a word or two. Bonus points if you learn how to order beer or a glass of wine, especially if you're going to Europe. Learn how to order a glass of wine because they do have some good wine over there. I'm glad that we're finally here. Number 10, cash is still king. Cash is king. Many countries out there prefer cash, especially like in Asia. If you're going to Thailand, if you're going to Bali, you are going to need cash. And not your wrinkly $1. They want crisp $100 bills. Currency exchange bureaus do not take like your crinkly bills. They want a crisp 100, nothing written on it. So when you go to the bank, like when you're leaving the country, when you go to the bank and asking for some cash, please make sure they give you crisp bills. Okay, nothing, no ink on it. Like even in Africa, if you're going to Africa, nothing written on that bill. Not like there should be no writings. It should not have like a little tear. Nothing. It has to be clean and crisp. This is going to save you a lot of trouble. Yes, most countries also still do. So most countries take Visa and MasterCard, but you also don't want to be shopping so much. You don't want to be in London and you're swiping your card left and right because you're buying everything and your bank back home is like, this is suspicious activity. So they block your card. When that does happen and you have some cash on the side, do you see how you're getting yourself out of trouble? Do you see how you're getting yourself out of trouble? Because going to call now your bank back home and tell them like, no, I'm good, everything is fine, because you didn't bother to tell your bank that you're going to be out of the country. Now they're seeing suspicious. Now they're seeing somebody swapping your card in Bali. They're like, what is going on? So make sure you have some cash. Bottom line, make sure you have some cash so that, make sure you have some cash. Then things will go well for you.